Present moment power, man. This power, man. Present moment power. We back on the channel. Y'all know I gotta check back in with y'all. Try my best to post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You know, keep the schedule up. But no, man, I just enjoy talking about this. You know, I want to make sure y'all on one accord. Y'all right out here. Because sometimes life can throw a boomerang at you. You know, you toss out all them bad vibes and that shit will come back. And that have you thinking like, what the hell I'm doing wrong? But you ain't doing nothing wrong. If you exist, you're doing everything right. Get what I'm saying? Don't take life too serious. But grab your book if you can. Don't forget to click it in the link. Got plenty of books. I'm actually missing one. The Present Moment Paradise. I left it in a car. And I don't feel like walking back to get it. Wanted to get a quick video out the way. But yeah. Get you a book. You can get the $5 book bundle. You know, one on free on there. The Pure Pressure. That one free. You can get the $5 $100 book bundle. You will see it on there. But today I wanted to talk about something a little different. Just really getting back into thoughts, people. Because I always say your thoughts create your reality. So I wanted to jump back into this and just give 10 examples of crushing thoughts that people think about on a daily. And they reflect it on other people and they start to see, bad results coming from other people. So I wrote a little list down so I can stay on point. And I wanted to point out these 10 things and hopefully, it really help y'all with y'all, going through y'all daily day. Because these thoughts everybody be thinking. I know I used to think them, especially when I was young. And it had me in a bad place, a depressed place. You know, it's an overthinking place where you feel like you just ain't right. You know, it's a bad mental space. But yeah, I got 10 of these thoughts. I know the first one I said, thoughts like if you talking to somebody and say, you thinking to yourself, why did I just say that? That question alone, asking yourself a question, why did I just say that? You know what I'm saying? You basically you defeating yourself. You basically saying that you said something that you shouldn't have said. And you feel like they're going to look at you a certain type of way or judge you a certain type of way. Why did I say that? Number one, how many times you done got in your head and you was like, damn, why the hell did I say that? You know what I'm saying? But what you doing right there, people, is you reflecting. So basically when you say that and you feel like you did something wrong and you holding a conversation with somebody, all it's going to do is make the other person look at you in an awkward way. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that that thought came from you. Because by you saying, why did I say that? Your self-reflection is reflecting that you did something wrong. So it must bounce back off the other person like you did. They might come back with a crazy looking expression to confirm, why did I say that? Your question to yourself, why did I say that? They might turn their head or just look at you crazy. And you be like, yeah, that's why, why did I say that? You get what I'm saying? Things like that happen quick, people. You got to watch yourself when you're talking to yourself. Don't never beat yourself up, because if you said it, it was meant to be said. You can't take it back anyway. Be yourself, be confident. That's the number one thought. Why did I say that? Stop saying that to yourself. You ain't do nothing wrong. Say what you got to say and be confident behind every word. Number two, I think I sounded stupid. How many times people say that in their head? I think I sounded stupid. What you thinking for? You think you sounded stupid or did you sound stupid? You get what I'm saying? So basically, don't say stuff like, I think I sounded stupid. Because you did. God damn it. Your ass sounded stupid as hell, because guess what? The only truth is the truth you tell yourself. If you say, I think I sounded stupid, it must reflect. You must feel that feeling. Say it right now, I think I sounded stupid. How does that make you feel? Right here in the present moment, just thinking that make you feel stupid and make you feel like it's real, like you actually sounded stupid, which gonna make you run back into yourself and shrivel up like, I ain't gonna do that next time, beating yourself up. These 10 thoughts I'm giving y'all, this is how you beat yourself to death. A lot of people, they beating themselves to death mentally. I think I sounded stupid. You get into another conversation, you go somewhere else, you carry that thought with you. So when you start speaking to somebody else, you're going to sound even more stupider. Because guess what? Self-fulfilling prophecy. So don't say, I think I sounded stupid. Be confident enough to know that, what I had to say, I had to say. If you ain't understand what I said, that's your motherfucking problem. It's not mine. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me to explain it better, I will, but I never sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? It come out the way it's supposed to come out. You get what I'm saying? I understood it. That's all that matters. You always doing a great job. Don't beat yourself up and say you sound stupid, because you never do. Yeah, it gets deep, because you'll cross paths with people that start calling you stupid just because you said you sound stupid. And then they ain't gonna do nothing but confirm that you did sound stupid earlier. Having a conversation with one of your boys, man, shut your stupid ass up. You get what I'm saying? Or one of your homegirls, you sound so stupid. You don't even know that came from a thought that you was thinking that you already felt like you sounded stupid. Don't forget reflection, reflection, reflection. Present moment, present moment, present moment. Number 3, they probably think I'm weird. How many times you ever, I know I did this when I was younger, when I was more or less confident. I didn't understand the power, I didn't understand energy. They probably think I'm weird. You get what I'm saying? No, you think your ass is weird. They just gonna prove you right. They just gonna prove you right, and it ain't gonna do nothing but make your belief that much more stronger that you a weird ass person. But it came from you first. So don't be beating yourself up talking about they probably think I'm weird. Did they say you was weird before you thought about you being weird? You get what I'm saying? Everything comes from you first. So your ass wasn't weird in the first place. You thought what you said was weird. Like I said, we always our biggest critics. Always, for some reason. Everybody else can see the greatness in us, but we can't see the greatness in ourselves. But we can see the greatness in others. We can tell others what they need to do. We can tell others what paths they need to be on. But when it comes to self-reflection, when it comes to self-enhancement, we beat ourselves up like, oh, they probably think I'm weird. Who tells themselves something like that? You get what I'm saying? Why would you want to live in that hell? Why would you want to experience that feeling? You get what I'm saying? No. You was perfect at first until you said they probably think I'm weird. Now your ass have become weird in that second, in that present moment. But the good thing about the power, you can change it instantly. So leave that thought alone. Number 4, I talk too much. You know what I'm saying? That comes back to people. Stop trying to impress everybody. If you want to talk, talk. If you want to talk longevity, talk longevity. You get what I'm saying? If they don't want to listen, get the fuck away from me. You get what I'm saying? I got something to say and I'ma say it. You ain't got to impress nobody saying that you talk too much. No, I said just enough to get my point across. I said just enough to express myself in that present moment. You ain't got to be like, I probably talk too much. Who cares? What can they do you? Every word that came out of your mouth had power. Every word that came out of your mouth had meaning. So talk some more. You know what I'm saying? Don't be beating yourself up saying you talk too much. Shit, who the fuck is you trying to impress? Who cares? You get what I'm saying? If you don't like it, get away from me. You get what I'm saying? So stop beating yourself up just telling yourself these things. This the 4th one, I talk too much. How many times you done went around and held conversations with people and you just felt like you talk too much? Or they gave you the vibe that you was talking too much. And you just wanted to shut the fuck up and shrivel in your little shell like a little snail. You get what I'm saying? Who are them that you have to impress them? What I'm trying to say, they are you. You are me and I am you. As long as you impress yourself, they will be impressed. It's a mirror, remember? It's a mirror. If you impress yourself, they will be impressed. If you feel like your ass talk too much, they must mirror. Shut the fuck up. That's how they gonna be looking at your ass. Man, shut the fuck up. Your ass talk too much. That shit really coming from you. That shit really coming from you. You know, it's all like I always say, it's the battlefield of the mind, people. You gotta master yourself. Know thyself. You gotta know you and be confident in you. Everything you do is perfect. You get what I'm saying? Don't start living in those other thoughts, those bullshit ass places. Because it's only become true until you think of it. Number 5, I should have spoken up more. You get what I'm saying? You could be like in a classroom or wherever you're in a group setting and you feel like you should have just spoken up more. You get what I'm saying? Or you should have took up for yourself. It could be any type of situation. It's always that coulda, shoulda, woulda. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. You shouldn't have did shit. You could have. If you didn't do it, you didn't do it. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you feel that bad about it, go back and say what the hell you gotta say. It's always the next time. Don't sit back and ponder on it, overthink it. Like, oh, I should have said more. I should have spoken up a little bit more. Why is you telling yourself that shit? That supposed to make you feel good by saying that? No. You just know one thing. Next time you will. You get what I'm saying? You ain't got to say that, I should have spoken up more so I'm less of a man. I should have spoken up more so they probably take advantage of me next time. No, don't start going down that path is what I'm saying. Because once you start going downhill, that downhill spiral is a motherfucker. And it goes deep. And the deeper you go, guess what? You got to climb your way out that shit. So it's best don't even go down. Because the farther up you go, you know what I'm saying? You got to climb back down. But at least you up there. But hopefully your ass ain't looking down trying to climb down. But what I'm trying to say, you have to go up. So if you do fall, you'll fall right here. You can go back up. But if you down, God damn it, that climb is harder than falling. Going up is harder than falling. That's just a belief system. I don't want to give y'all that lie. Because at the end of the day, to me, going up is easier than falling. That's my belief. That's what I'm going to live in. It's easy to go up. You get what I'm saying? Don't hold yourself down with no simple ass, quick ass beliefs. Like what I said. Don't believe that shit. Talking about falling easier than going up. Nah, that ain't really true. It's true if you believe it's true. What number we on? Number 6. I was too awkward. You know, that goes back to like the first two. You know, I was too awkward. Awkward over what? You know what I'm saying? Who was you trying to impress? Shit, you were just being you. Once you understand how to be you, how to be the confident you, how to let you talk the way you want to talk, how to let you express the way you want to express, you ain't gonna care what nobody else think. Because once you comfortable with you, they comfortable with you. I always understand that, people. It's going right back to the reflection. If you comfortable with you, they comfortable with you. If you awkward to you, they think your ass awkward. If you really pay attention to what's going on. So you ain't gotta be out here all shy and timid and shit like somebody better than you. If you feel like they better than you, you gon' act like they better than you. You get what I'm saying? You just as great. You just as great. Just be you. When people say be yourself, that's so true when you master you. You know, I can get on here and talk for hours. I love me. You love me. You get what I'm saying? It don't really matter. I'm enjoying life. You like watching me enjoy life. You get what I'm saying? It's a reflection. Number 7. What if they misunderstood me? What if they misunderstood me? I don't give a fuck. If you misunderstood me, ask me a question and ask me to explain better. But if you didn't get the message, it's not my fault you misunderstood me. Because I get it. You know, just like the video, I take my time out to do this to help people. If you misunderstood, put it in the comments. What did you mean by this? I'm not finna beat myself up like, oh, I need to do better. I need to be better at explaining myself. No. Whoever meant to hear it will hear it. So this whole point of this video is to get these self-beating up ass thoughts out of you that don't matter. And these things happen so fast. You know what I'm saying? Then it start reflecting itself back to you and beating you up more and more. And you be like, damn, why is all this, you know, shit happening? You know, you beating yourself up. You too hard on your goddamn self when you really don't have to be. Love you. Love you and the world will love you. It's really that simple. What if they misunderstood me? Who? Understand me? You know what I'm saying? When I talk understand me, you understand me, you know, because at the end of the day, it's self-love. It's self-love first. That shit might sound selfish, but as you get older and you grow and you really realize that everything is you, you have to love you in order for the world to love you. You know, in order for it to reflect love back to you, you have to be love. You have to be. So stop beating yourself up. Number 8, did I offend them? Did I offend them? Who they supposed to be? Billionaire? What I'm trying to get from them, $1 billion check? If it's something like that, you know, it's still like, man, fuck all that. I don't need your money. I'm going to be me, accept me for me. Did I offend them? Shit, who cares? If I said it, it needed to be said. I lead with respect, but if something needs to be said, say it. Don't worry about who you offend. Because at the end of the day, you being fake to yourself, trying to sugarcoat shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm not sugar. No, this is who I am. You either gonna accept that or you ain't. If you don't, you can leave. There's plenty of people that will. If I offended you, the truth hurts. That's what I tell it. The truth hurts. Shit, that's all I got for you. Because if I said it, it's the goddamn truth. Not saying I'm right all the time, but if it come out in a way that needed to be said that way, 9 times out of 10, I felt like I was right. So if I offended you, we can have a talk about it. You know what I'm saying? However it turned out. But be real to you. Don't worry about who you offending out here. That's still like walking on eggshells and shit. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to get under nobody. You know what I'm saying? Get under nobody's skin. Fuck that. Be you. If it need to be said, say it. You get what I'm saying? So get that out your mind. You ain't offending nobody. You just being true to who you is. You get what I'm saying? Number 9, I replay every conversation in my head. That just goes back to the overthinking people. You know, we all do it. Just replaying every conversation for what? Like, you can't go back and fix the damn mistake. It was never a mistake. What did you replaying it for? It was perfect the first time. Shit, you trying to go back and fix a mistake? Like, what is you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? If it ain't beneficial to replay it, it's like, in these situations, I'm talking about people just on the daily. You at your job having conversations. This ain't nothing like you studying for something, you going back and trying to replay, you know, something that you need to remember. That's different. But I'm just talking about just beating yourself up on the daily, social interactions and shit, just daily life, overthinking. You know what I'm saying? You replaying, just replaying every fucking thing back. Don't you know you creating that shit back too? You get what I'm saying? Shit, why live in the past? When you replay, you going back to the past. What's going on now? Fuck that shit. It's best. It's great now. That shit was perfect. This shit is perfect. You get what I'm saying? That's all you need to replay. It's the perfectness of the present moment. Fuck replaying every conversation. For what? Rewind for what? Shit, we stuck in paradise. That's where you at. We stuck in paradise, god damn it. We ain't leaving the present moment where it's going well, where it's going great, where it's heavenly. That's what I'm here for. Last one, people, just stuff like, I wish I can take that back. You know, it's different when you done, like I said, it just really depends, man, how harsh it was. Was you saying something out of emotion? You like, oh, I wish I would have never told my mom, fuck you. You know, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Out of emotion, y'all got to, you know, that's more like, I just could have went about that a lot better. But a lot of time, people beat themselves up over the simplest things. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, I wish I could have held that back. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, the things you say that's harsh, that's real though, people respect it more. You want to go nice about every approach. When people really respect a person sticking up for themselves or saying what they need to say, they look at you as being more real. They look at you like, oh, he ain't here to impress me. He ain't here to be no rider. You know what I'm saying? He ain't here just to be lifting me up. You get what I'm saying? Putting me on a pedestal. He gonna give me the real, whether I like it or not. And people respect that more than trying to be nice because they feel like you're trying to get something out of them. Trying to tell them the right thing just to make them feel better. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna say that 100 times because at the end of the day, real gonna overcome. It's gonna overshadow everything. All the fakeness. You get what I'm saying? I wish I could have took that back. Well, you can't. Number one, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can always go back and apologize, but for what? Especially if you feel like you was in the right. So these just certain little thoughts, people. I just wanted to get on here and explain 10 of those, just to give y'all a different, angle on stuff. You get what I'm saying? How easy the power work, how the power be reflecting back to you off these little simple ass thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You got to start small, because it be them little small thoughts that you never pay attention. They easy to overlook because they happen so fast, but you be experiencing it in your life. That's why I like to get on here and talk about the simple things that people go through in everyday life. You get what I'm saying? Things that they just walk around and just be doing. They don't even be aware that it's, really affecting their life. I had to become aware of that. Like I said, I wasn't perfect at one time. You know, I had to, I just went through my journey. At the end of the day, realized all this, just being aware of what life was really about. And ever since then, my life been it just been easy sailing, man, because I don't feel like I need nothing. I don't feel like I want nothing. I don't desire nothing. You get what I'm saying? Once you get to that point, you will start to realize that you already have everything. That you are everything. That's why you have everything, because you already are everything. All I got to do is experience it up here. So that means I could do that anytime I want. You get what I'm saying? And I just let the outer reality, you know what I'm saying, reflect what it's going to reflect. I'm calm in it. You got to stay calm in life. You get what I'm saying? Don't nothing affect you, because what you getting all riled up for? It ain't going to do nothing but reflect more experiences to get riled up about. You know, being mad ain't no good ass feeling. Not to me. You know, some people thrive off the anger, the rage. You know, it's an emotion. You know, they just want to feel something. Especially women, they just want to feel something. You get what I'm saying? But it's crazy. But just relax, people. You ain't got to beat yourself up. Life is good. You know, everything you doing right now is perfect. You get what I'm saying? You're perfect now. Present moment power, people. Don't forget to grab you a book if you want to go deeper. Get you a one-on-one coaching. I wouldn't call it coaching. I mean, you could just, you know, sign up for a phone call, 30-minute conversation, hour conversation. And I'll put you there. Whatever type of problems you're going through, I can definitely reverse it for you and put you in a present moment paradise. I have you in a paradise. But when you wake up, you feel like, oh man, I'm already in heaven. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because like I always say, all you're looking for is yourself. People be out here looking for shiny things, materialistic things, but at the end of the day, when you really get deep in this spiritual journey and arrive, you're going to notice the whole time you were just looking for you. You were just looking for yourself. That's why I always say the journey is the destination. You know why the journey is the destination? Because the journey is the present moment. You already arrived. You're there when you arrive. There's nowhere to run. When they say the journey, you really think you're moving on time, like you got to get to a certain destination. No, the journey is the destination, because it's only the present moment. Until you realize time is now, I have arrived. When you realize I have now arrived, that's the journey. To decide that now that I have arrived. That's why the journey is the destination. You get what I'm saying? You already there. You just have to decide you there. As long as you think future, you think you have to go somewhere, you think you getting closer and closer, but you never there. That's all you doing is getting closer and closer. Everything is now. Until you say I'm there, I'm there. You get what I'm saying? If you feel like you're on the journey, if you feel like you're moving towards it and you ain't there, you just ain't there. That's just what it is in the present moment. So we have arrived, people. Present moment power. Don't forget to click the link and get what y'all get, and enjoy the rest of y'all day in the present moment. Present moment, present moment, present moment.